Well, game today perhaps not dissimilar from Eastleigh on Tuesday. In the first half, probably just shaded it, and the second half fell away and ended up with yet another draw.
It is a replica of not just the Eastleigh game. We could probably look at the Dover game in the trophy, which we obviously managed to win, but we had the first half there and the second half we were on the back foot. And we could go back to the Bromley game, which was pretty much the same, where we were on the back foot the second half. There's a pattern showing, obviously, and you look at it and you look at why that is. You look at fitness levels and you think, is it because we're not strong enough to get through 90 minutes? Have we rested too much and not trained enough? And you look at that and you think, well, no, that can't be the case, because we were strong in the second half against Brighton in the last 20 minutes and come on strong. We scored late goals to earn points this season, and we've gone through extra time against Brighton and competed. So I look at the fitness side and no, that's not the answer. So then I look at it tactically, and we've talked about in the last recent weeks what we're going to do when we lose a little bit of the game and we come under pressure, whether it be at home or away, and we have something in place which the squad know about, how to relieve pressure, how to get back on the front foot, how to get the opposition back in their own half and get them pushed back. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, they are not applying the instructions that they're told.
Because we scored, didn't we, just before the end of the first half, and you'd think that would really give us a lift, going into half time, and yet second half, really they scored a goal pretty early on, and we really struggled to create anything after that.
We did, and that's not just today, that's in recent home games. We started slowly again, we conceded a sloppy goal, which is what we're not about. We managed to get ourselves back into it in the first half, and we scored a couple of goals, didn't play particularly brilliantly. But there again, you come out at home, the 2-1 up, and you think, kick on now. But there seems to be I don't know what it is. There seems to be a reluctance with these bunch of boys to gamble sometimes, to get on the front foot, to express themselves, to go for that third goal. They're encouraged to, by the way. There's no way, and you can speak to any one of them from the first game of the season until now. They're never encouraged to sit back behind and sit behind them, except the Brighton game. That was the only time we adopted that tactic. We started 4-4-2 today with a second striker up top. We're playing at home. We need to get the 3 points, so we went back to 4-4-2. We played two expansive wingers to open the game out, to get on the front foot. But again, them playing three in the middle of the park completely confused us again. But again, we know what to do when that happens. But again, players can't apply themselves to the instructions they're given. So, there's a pattern showing, and it's either me being patient with them a little bit longer or changing personnel.
And have you made up your mind which of those choices it's going to be, Graham?
Of course.
And again, both goals were lobs, weren't they, over the keeper?
Well, it's poor defending, isn't it? The first one's just gone into the left-hand channel. You should be goal side of your centre forward. You pick off that pass, you have a 2-yard head start, and you see it back to your goalkeeper. It's pretty basic defending, But if one steps up and the other three don't step up, and you're playing offside on your own, then you're going to get confusion, And what has disappointed me in the last few games since we've come out of the FA Cup is that the two centre halves don't look as solid as they have done previously, and the two fullbacks don't look as solid as they have previously, and they know that, because they've been very good at stages during the season where they've kept clean sheets, but now we are not scoring prolifically, but we are getting goals and we are getting leads. It's down to them, along with their midfield players, to cement those leads and to go on from there. And when a team puts us under pressure, we look very vulnerable, and we look very frail, and we look very soft. And you can see that a momentum building up. But again, they know what they've got to do when it happens, but they're not following what they're told. Simple as that.
And again, similar to Eastleigh, it took a fabulous save from Andy Little right at the end there, from Sheringham to ensure that at least we got a point.
Yes, of course, that's not right. Andy did against Eastleigh, done it today, and we can go throughout a lot of our games. You know, we don't work their goalkeeper enough. You know, whether it be at home or away, we don't work the opposition goalkeeper enough. One, because you know we don't put the ball in the box quick enough when we get into wide areas, and that's not just wingers. That's full-backs. That's midfield players. You know, a typical example today is that we're in the 92nd minute of the game, and the ball's played back to Jerome in the corner flag for him to cross the ball into the box to hopefully get the winning goal, and he decides to play a 1-yard pass to Alvis Hammond, who's virtually stood off the pitch. But they were told before the game, we've got 2 wingers today, get the ball out wide, get the ball in the box as fast and as quick as you can, because we have one of the best headers of the ball in this league playing up front. Hence, the player who scored the second goal for us today. Got only one quality ball in, and he scored off it.
Anyway, turning to next week, we're playing against Dover, who incidentally beat Aldershot today 2-0 in the Cup, and presumably a performance, certainly in the first half against them, would be just what's needed next week.
Of course, they're going to want the reversal of the trophy game. You know, it's 1-1 at the moment. They beat us in the league. We beat them in the trophy. They're going to be cock a hoop. You know, having put on a good performance today. So a difficult place to go, and it's going to be a difficult game. Yes.
Lovely. Thanks very much, Graham.
Thanks very much.